Hey guys, Dev here. So welcome to this video. Today we're going to take a look at the recent mag kill we just did. So we did this live on stream over at Twitch. If you haven't hit me with a follow yet, suggest you do. Live pretty much every night now. I'll leave the link in the description. But basically what we managed tonight was a tank of 3 ads on the Prot Paladin. And we cleaved them down. It was super efficient, super fast, and gave us some really good results. So just want to go over that with you guys, show you how we did it, and possibly you could introduce this to your raid lead and show them that it's possible, and it's a pretty fun strat, so you get some big numbers. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so 15 seconds on the pull timer. We've just refreshed our Seal of Righteousness. We're looking at green right now. So I'm going to wings here. I'm going to get Holy Shield up. So Holy Shield's up. Wings. I'm going to throw my shield. It's going to land at 0. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to judge Skull behind me. I'm going to drop a max strength cons. Red has been misdirected into me, so we've got all 3 targets lined up here. And now I'm just starting to generate as much threat as I can. We drop heroism. We've got huge amounts of cleave going out. And unfortunately here, the warrior did pull threat on the green target. So the problem with the Paladin taunt is, as you saw it casting Dark Mending though, it was healing. It drops its target, so it's very hard to taunt. But I was able to taunt it after that, get the threat back, and continue pumping. So quite low threat on 3 targets. There is a lot of cleave. We've got, look at the rogues doing 1.9k. We've got mages 1.7, but we are managing to do a decent enough job of holding threat. We will talk about some things we can do better after we watch this. So that's cross down, and we're only like a few seconds into the fight at this point, and 2 are already dead. We're getting green down, and green is about to die here. So let's have a look at what makes this work. So that's 3 mobs down. We go into blue, we kill moon, and all the ads are basically dead at this point before the boss is even activated. So quite amazing. Okay, so let's have a little look at what went wrong. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the channel of 4, which is the one that the warrior pulled and died. So he had done 15,000 damage to that target, and assuming he had a salve and it was in Berserker stance, we should expect to see about 8.4k threat on that. So in that same window, let's have a quick look at how much threat I did. Alright guys, so we're taking a little look at the threat graph here for the green mob, the one that got loose and killed the warrior. So as we can see, we did 2.1k threat with our Avenger's Shield. It's a pretty good throw, and at the point where he died, we had 6.7k threat on that target, and his climb was quite aggressive. So if he had just waited a little bit with his sweeping strikes, that definitely would have given us a bigger advantage. Also, when he pulled here, like, our threat should have climbed a little bit better through this section, but obviously we're not getting hit. We're not getting we're not generating Holy Shield threat, things like that. So just something else to look at there. Really great tool here. It's still work in progress at the moment though. So hopefully I'll be able to do a video on this one sometime soon as it gets a little bit more stable. The other thing we need to talk about is when I look at my resources. So I do go on to main tank mags. So, and you can see here, like, the lowest I ever dropped is a 52%. But if you look at the gear I was wearing, so I had a stamina trinket on, the 36 stam trink. So this would have been much better being a spell power trinket. The on-use spell power trinket would have done a really good job here with the wings, holding threat on those three early on. And the other thing I could have done as well was used a super stapper charge to bump my threat up a little bit. So I think if we do this next week, what I'll probably do is I will drop a super stapper, and I will also wear my spell power trinket. I think that will help a lot, just helping out with the threat. So that's just breaking that down really quickly. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you guys is the signs I do up for this. So this just shows like what needs to go into a pull like this. You can't really just pull it and expect it to work. You need to have dedicated kickers, and the way I break it down here is I use the mages to kick the heal, and I use our melee to kick the shadows. So we have Black kicking the skull target here. He's kicking the shadow spell, so that's the AoE shadow volley. We have Chunky kicking cross. We have Attack kicking green. We got mages, so we got Slippery, Gypsy, Contemption, and Primes that all have a assignment to kick a heal. And I think that went pretty well during the fight. I think one heal might have been missed, but that's okay. We have this organized here. We have our healing assigns sorted. You obviously are going to be pumping some heals into the tank that's handling those ads, and we've got our banishes sorted. This was more for our old strat when we used to rotate around the room. But yeah, really enjoying this new strat. So this just shows how I break down the cube teams and everything. If you haven't done this fight yet, you will need assigns like this. This is what gets shared out to everyone, so they know where they need to be and what they need to be doing. It's super, super useful. So I know you guys, and you're going to want to know about gear for this. So gear and talents I will put in the description below for you guys to check out. The gear is just going to be a link to the log for today's fight. Go check it out if you want to see what I wore. If you enjoyed this video, guys, you thought it was pretty cool, really can show off how powerful the Prot Paladin is in TBC, please give me a thumbs up. It goes a long way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider doing that. And please come follow over at Twitch. We're streaming just about every night now. This was done live on Twitch, so a bunch of you got to see it over there. And thank you for the ongoing support, and I'll see you in the next one.